Bless you, fucking.
Hey, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you, sirs. Thank you, gentlemen. Someone, if you guys want to grab that, you can grab this. Tim, James, and Ken from the band the Dropkick Murphys.
Hello.
They're playing the Paradise this afternoon.
Yeah.
We appreciate you coming out.
Anytime.
I've been yelling over drunks for the last 3 hours. Has been quite an experience, but you have had a whole weekend of yelling over drunks.
We do that for a living.
Right, exactly. You've had quite a little weekend of yelling over drunks.
Yeah.
I want to congratulate you on all the success of the Meanest of Times. By the way, a special edition of that album's out now with bonus tracks, a DVD, and the like. And congratulations on all that.
Thank you.
Omnipresent, the Dropkick Murphys, as you're well aware, The Simpsons with the big episode.
Did you see that?
I did see that.
That was crazy, right? Wasn't it?
I haven't even seen it yet.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Oh, well, let's just say that your song plays like all the way through.
Yeah.
The entire
It was
episode.
even more obnoxious
plays-
than it was in the movie.
Yeah, it played like 3 times for probably, in its entirety, it was probably the entire song. It
Yeah,
was unbelievable.
Really, the entire song, I think the last time they did it,
It was
played.
unbelievable.
On top of that, I know you guys have been are bigger than ever because my nephew called me, and apparently you can download 3 Dropkick Murphys
That's
songs
right.
on Guitar Hero
Guitar
now,
Hero.
which is sick.
They're actually more difficult to play on Guitar Hero than
these
they
people
are.
play Guitar Hero.
Is it scary that I can't play them on Guitar Hero? I don't know.
I think that means that you can actually play guitar when you can't do it on Guitar Hero.
Right.
Looks like you've never played Guitar Hero.
James, is it a place where, because you know, like when the athletes play the Madden and what have you, they like their stats. They get upset when they are not can't run fast enough or can't hit hard enough.
Fair enough.
That's a locker room argument. Do you have an issue with the shreddability of the Dropkick Murphy songs?
I don't play video games. Who do you think you're talking to?
Obviously, a world-class
for a
nerd. You don't play video games ever. Not on the bus.
No,
He doesn't stay
especially
on the
not
bus.
on the bus.
Hang on,
He's out sightseeing and seeing the sights in every town.
coming from a guy who is obsessed with the King of Kong.
Oh, I like pinball. Is that what we're talking about?
Well, you can't, but it's not as portable as the video game system.
I don't play regularly, just every chance I get.
So, Ken, you've been around all over. So that's. Do you instill that in people that haven't been to places to go out and see the sights and not stay cooped up?
Well, I just speak for myself. I would never point the fingers at others that don't see the sights, but let's just say that I get out and get around. You know what I mean?
So you are going out and get around. Well,
If others want to sleep,
I haven't
that's
seen
their
a thing.
business.
I
mean, I know, you
inside
know.
of the bus.
Yeah,
We could
you
be
know.
parked underneath the Eiffel Tower, and I'll say, I didn't go
exactly,
outside.
yeah.
I don't know.
so it's a sleeping situation for you.
I just run out and get the souvenir and then go back to bed. So.
I understand that. Now the weekend, this weekend, you obviously traditionally play many shows. Can you take us through what has occurred over the course of the last couple of days? What life has been like to be a Dropkick Murphy in the streets of Boston over the last 48 to 72 hours?
We wouldn't know because we were in Lowell.
That was an interesting choice. You were in Lowell. I believe last year
Choice
you were
is
in
an interesting word.
You did. Okay, well that is business talk, sir, for you not to discuss on the microphones. But okay, so you were in Lowell, so a big crowd both
I'd like
nights.
to just say, though, Lowell, not only did the commuter rail give us a train
I
right
saw
up
that.
there for our fans, which goes right on North Station, and the Songus Arena welcomed us with open arms. We had great shows, and I don't know, people seemed to have a good time, and you know, it was Lowell, but they got in and out of there quick, and you know, who knows? Maybe next year we'll stay up there the whole time, and they'll have a parade up there.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Ooh.
Who knows?
I see. Lowell stepping up big time.
Oh, it's nice.
And I'm
But-
sure the show is even better than last year's Worcester show where Adolfo ruined the entire thing.
Yes. Well,
Yeah, let's not talk about
Yeah,
that.
let's not. That happened so goddamn long ago.
What I
Rich.
loved is the fact that you guys, without even seeing it, knew exactly how it went down. It
Oh,
was
sure.
unbelievable.
I mean, we already had the emails, and the emails were like titled "awful," "horrible," "destroying our heroes."
He went from very popular to very unliked.
We thought he was cool, but yeah,
Do you see what he's dressed as?
I do.
You thought he was cool.
Oh, my
There he
God.
is.
But
Yeah.
see, when I thought he was cool, I had only heard him on the radio. I hadn't met him yet.
Well, James knows how cool he is when he breaks his table at his house.
I wish James let me
My
know.
favorite drinking glass. I'm never coming back.
Ken, the only way to describe it would be Chris Farley just doing the spin and
It was very
smashing.
Farley-esque, but much less hilarious.
Yes.
Right. I was talking to Tim in the kitchen, and I heard a great smash, and there was under no doubt of who was responsible for that.
Yeah, there was no doubt at all. It was like, what did Adolfo do?
What has he sat on now?
Nobody might have left if that hadn't happened. We had to end that at some point.
Well, yeah. Let's put it this way: my grandmother died that evening, and it didn't ruin the party. That's absolutely true.
We'll have to do
That's
that again.
absolutely true.
Well, just to make you feel better, he felt so bad that on the ride home in the cab, he repeatedly punched the dashboard.
I heard about that as well.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he was upset, and you're also lucky he didn't stay longer because he's sat for my dogs, and then you'll come back and you'll lift the toilet seat, and he'll somehow gotten feces on the underside of the toilet seat, which is magic. It's magic if you ask me.
Magical.
Well, you guys seem rested, I have to say.
So rested.
You
We
do.
get up this morning to play the political breakfast, which is basically just a bunch of drunks, 40 years older than
drunks,
these,
yeah.
but sitting down.
Right.
Martini drunks.
Right. Exactly. So you played that. You played that this morning.
Yeah, that's always fun.
And then I can't speak for anyone else, but I went home as fast as possible and napped for as long as possible.
I've been sitting on a bench in the other room for the last 3 hours. You guys saw me walk in.
Yeah, I did. I saw you walking in here. Well, look it. Did you get the ring? Did you get a ring from the?
Waiting.
I'm still,
It's not about the ring. It's about the love of the sport.
As the fist clenches.
It's about the love of the game. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, your friends, the Dropkick Murphys, are about to do a very special performance for hopefully what they consider their friends at WBCN on the Toucher and
Is
Rich
it
show.
weird for you guys to have all these people standing right in front of you, but not one of them is listening
Yeah,
to a word
not
you're
a word.
saying?
Not
It's
a damn
weird
word.
when they're falling down on stage and threatening to ruin the equipment by moving in. They didn't
Yeah.
open up liquor sales here outside of beer until 4 o'clock,
So people
and half the crowd was next door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
want
3
nothing to do
o'clock
with
in the
it.
afternoon.
Are we talking into a PA, or are they just way louder than us?
They're just way louder
way
than us.
louder.
Why even fight it at this point? It's been 3.5 hours of just a classic mistake. Let's take a break.
And even more importantly, now that you guys are playing, we can drink.
Booyah.
Beer.
Yeah.
Did Dave give us beer?
Yep, they just gave us beer.
Hey.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And then you know what? Maybe I'll see you later today and just make an ass of myself again.
You know, I imagine you might.
I can imagine that's probably going to happen. All right, well,
Looking
gentlemen,
forward to
we do really appreciate it. And Ken, we don't
Yeah.
get to talk to you very often,
Thanks
and
for
we
having
do
us.
appreciate.
But I enjoy the limited time we have together.
Thank you,
fellas.
sir. That's
Cool,
nice of
man.
you to say. Succinct as a greeting card, and we do appreciate you coming out, and we are looking forward to hearing you play. It is the Toucher and Rich show on WBCN. When we come back, the sounds of the Dropkick Murphys. Ladies and gentlemen, you ready to see the Dropkicks? Yes, you understood that. You brain dead, deaf idiots. Toucher and Rich. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with the fun.